Hey everybody, Juan Ortega here, your business coach, and here is your business tip of the week. So if you've done any coaching with me up until this point, you probably have seen this slide or you've heard me ask the question, are you in business or are you in busyness? And the reason for that is because oftentimes we confuse the two and they're very distinct, very different things. And what's interesting about this is that, typically when you start your business for the first time, what everybody hopes for is to get busy. When you have no customers, you're starting business for the first time, you're probably saying to yourself, gosh, I want to be busy. I want to be busier. I want to have things to do. And then after you've been in business for quite some time, you realize you want to start getting yourself out of busyness. So what I want to share with you today is really the difference between the two. And I created a couple extra slides here because oftentimes people have asked me, what is the difference and how do I know if I'm in business or if I'm in busyness? So here's the difference between the two of them. When you're in business, you're making money, whereas when you are in busyness, you're chasing money. Very distinct, very different, right? So you've reached a certain level of your business where you're not having to chase customers, chase money, chase anything. If anything, they're chasing you. It's really about making money is a different perspective. You're literally making it, you're printing it, as opposed to chasing after it or looking for it. Then in business, you're having fun versus busyness, you're fighting burnout. That's a very, very common thing that we see in entrepreneurs is it's just too hard. It's too difficult. Can't figure it out. Wasn't worth it. Um, all these different things. So if you've thought these things, said these things, or know someone who's saying these words right now, then they're probably fighting burnout right now. The next one is when you're in business, you're focused on thriving, whereas when you're in busyness, you're focused on surviving. Very different, distinct point of view. And it's also kind of working from either a scarcity perspective or abundance perspective as well. When you're in business, your goal and you're focused on creating jobs. When you are in busyness, you're essentially filling a job, one single job, the job that you go to do every single day, the job that your business requires you to do in order for the business to work. Essentially, you're acting as an employee in your own company. When you're in business, it's all about making daily progress towards your bigger goal, your bigger vision. Whereas when you're in busyness, it's about putting out fires. It's about dealing with whatever came at you that day. And you consider it a success if you leave at the end of the day and you put all your fires out, then you consider that day a success. But often ask yourself, did I make any progress? What did I accomplish? What were the results or the outcome that I achieved from the work that I did today? It simply cannot be about putting out fires. When you're in business, you're in control, whereas when you're in busyness, you're being controlled essentially by other people's priorities. If you look at your inbox is a collection of mainly other people's priorities, questions, comments, requests from you, all organized for you in a way for you to get them done. And so if you're starting your day by just opening up email and going through it, then essentially you're putting the control of what you do, how you do it, what order you do it in based on the order in which they appear in your inbox. So you're not in control, you're being controlled. When you're in business, you have a strategy in place, whereas when you're in busyness, you're hoping for the best. And as I tell many people, whenever I've done speaking engagements in person, I always say hope is not a strategy. So you need a clear, written, strategic plan in place in order to succeed. And when you're in business, you're innovating. You're trying new things. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. Whereas when you're in busyness, it feels like, and it's mainly about repetition, going in there, doing the same things in the same way that you've always done, and then fast forward 30 years, you kind of don't know why you didn't get ahead. And the main reason for that is because essentially you did the same thing over and over again for many, many years and expected a different outcome. But as we know, it doesn't work that way. So then you're probably thinking, well, how do I move from one area to the other? If I'm currently operating in that space of being busy and not essentially being productive, how do I move from being busy to being productive, from busy to business? So here are 7 tips for getting back to business. Number one is get as crystal clear as you can with your long-term vision and goal for your business. Meaning, what does your business look like when it is done? Put it on paper, have dates, write out the plan and the goal as clearly as you can, and have that in front of you so that you can see it, so that you can read it and refer back to it on a daily basis. Number two is follow and use a daily system or process to determine your true priorities and your must-do activities. Remember that success is not just about knowing what to do, it's also knowing what not to do. And so if you're trying to accomplish that on a daily basis, but you don't really have a daily system for getting organized and getting your priorities straight, then again, you're leaving it up to chance and hoping that you're choosing to do the right things on a daily basis. Number three, really important here, is if you're not having fun with your business, then figure out why, figure out what is causing that, and do something about it. If there's a particular task in your business that you hate doing, don't like doing, are not good at, either get better at it, learn how to do it, or just delegate it. Give it to someone else. But life is meant to be fun. Business is meant to be fun. If you're not having fun in your business, then you're probably not going to do as well with it as if you were. So figure out why and do something about it. Number four is also figure out how to make yourself not essential in your business so that it doesn't require that you be there. So if you're the only attorney in your business, get another attorney. If you're the only doctor in your business, get another doctor. Start to leverage out, start to create other people in the organization that can do what you do so that it doesn't require that you can be there. And then all of a sudden now you have a company and a business that works without you. Number five, focus on bottom line profitability. Really important. Who cares how much you make? It's all about how much you keep. And I say this a lot. I rather have a very profitable $1 million a year business that's doing 60, 70, 80% net profit than a $5 million organization where I'm scraping 2% net profit out of, or 5%. Okay, so it's not about the top line, it's about the bottom line. And if you are in a business that is cash flow rich, remember that money can fix a lot of problems. So if you fix the profitability part, then you can hire more staff, have better vehicles, better equipment, nicer office, whatever it is, invest more money in marketing, whatever it might be. Number six is become an expert at training others, delegating work, saying no, and working smart, not hard. I can't stress enough how important all of these things are, and it's part of just kind of getting in the right groove and looking at life and looking at business in the right way. And then number seven is take time each day to learn, to sweat, to give thanks, to express gratitude, and to help others. And again, that's going to realign you with the things that matter most in your life. Being grateful for what you have, helping other people, being in a place where you can help others. Take care of your mind and your body, and it'll take care of you for a long, long time. That's been today's business tip of the week. Thanks for watching.